Hey, sorry about that. What's going on, everyone? Let me just adjust settings real quick. Okay, sick. Alright, well, we have Thursday Night Football against the Seahawks, so that's fun. We're playing there, which is fun. They got a cool stadium. But I just thought I could throw on this all-white outfit. Yep. And they could throw on their little color rush. And it could be a fun little game. So yeah, love y'all. Gonna turn off the mic. Peace.
NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the rocket-armed Will Levis. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Titans and the Seahawks on Thursday night.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Titans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first down carry for Henry. To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Traylon Burks that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Levis. He gets it to Burks again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Levis sets up to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Spears. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Spears is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. They juked him, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's going to try and do this himself. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That one's taken in by Spears. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Flushed out right. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Second and 9 from the 44. Now Levis. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Off the play fake, Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Levis looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hand off to Spears. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down up near the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They'll look to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal
Let's see
foul.
who this is
Roughing the
on.
passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are involved.
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That pass taken in by Burks. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Levis to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Running left, it's Henry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the LA Rams. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Play action now. Levis. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. Levis to throw off play action. And it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. But they go play action. Here's Levis. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That completes it again to Metcalf. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running right through it. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And here's a give to Spears. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right? Tyler Lockett! And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 81 yards. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 63 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run with Spears.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
On the toss, it's Spears.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Spears with another carry.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Nifty move. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 6. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. They'll start on the ground with Spears. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now a run with Spears.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.